Have you ever met someone who seems to stand out from the crowd, not because they seek attention, but because they simply don't fit into the conventional social hierarchy? Today, we're embarking on a quest to understand the enigmatic Sigma male, a character type that often slips under the radar in discussions about social dynamics. Now, when we talk about social hierarchy, we often hear about the alpha males, the leaders, the go-getters, the ones who command respect and attention wherever they go. Then there are the beta males, the team players, the supporters, the ones who are content to follow rather than lead. But where does the Sigma male fit into this picture? Well, the Sigma male is a bit of an anomaly. He doesn't strive for dominance like an alpha, nor does he naturally fall into a supportive role like a beta. Instead, he exists outside the traditional social hierarchy. He's the lone wolf who chooses to walk his own path, indifferent to the social expectations and conventions that dictate the behavior of others. Sigma males are not rebels without a cause, though. They are simply individuals who value their independence and freedom above the need for social validation. They don't need to be the center of attention to feel important, nor do they seek approval from others to validate their self-worth. This isn't to say that Sigma males are antisocial or aloof. On the contrary, they can be quite charismatic and charming when they choose to be. But their social interactions are usually on their terms, and they have no problem retreating into their own world when they feel the need to. In a society that often values extroversion and social dominance, the Sigma male's approach to life can seem puzzling, even baffling. But it's this very enigma that makes the Sigma male such a fascinating character to explore. So buckle up, because we're about to embark on a journey to understand the psyche of the Sigma male, the lone wolf who walks his own path, unfettered by the constraints of social norms. Prepare to delve deeper into the enigma of Sigma males, the lone wolves of society. Sigma males are often referred to as lone wolves. But what exactly does this mean? Well, imagine a wolf, separated from its pack, roaming the wilderness on its own. This wolf doesn't need the pack to survive. It is independent, self-reliant, and comfortable in its solitude. This is the Sigma male in a nutshell. They are the lone wolves of society, preferring their own company to the hustle and bustle of social interaction. Now, this doesn't mean that Sigma males are antisocial. No, far from it. They can engage with others when they wish, but they value their solitude and independence above all. The world is their wilderness, and they navigate it on their own terms. The lone wolf trait is not about being lonely, but about being comfortable in one's own skin, about being self-sufficient and self-reliant. Sigma males are drawn to the peace and tranquility that comes with solitude. They revel in the silence that allows them to think, to reflect, to understand themselves better. They are not afraid of being alone, because they have come to understand that being alone does not mean being lonely. They are their own best company. They are not driven by the need for external validation. They don't seek approval or acceptance from others. They don't need to be part of a crowd to feel secure or valued. They are secure in their own identity, confident in their own abilities, and content in their own company. This preference for solitude also allows Sigma males to be more introspective. They spend a lot of time in their own heads, thinking, reflecting, and analyzing. This introspection allows them to understand themselves better, to know their strengths and weaknesses, and to continually strive for self-improvement. So when we say that Sigma males are lone wolves, we are not talking about isolation or loneliness. We are talking about independence, self-reliance, and a preference for solitude. We are talking about individuals who are comfortable in their own skin, who are secure in their own identity, and who value their own company above all. Sigma males are the epitome of the saying, "I am not alone, I am with myself." Sigma males don't just prefer solitude, they thrive in it. How? Through self-sufficiency. A Sigma male's independence isn't just about being alone, it's about being capable and resourceful in their solitude. Their self-sufficiency is not born out of necessity, but rather, it's a conscious choice. A Sigma male is like a master chef in the kitchen of life, cooking up his own success with the ingredients he has at hand. Their self-sufficiency is deeply ingrained in their character. It's not about being antisocial or aloof, but about being self-reliant. They don't wait for others to solve their problems. They take matters into their own hands. They are the architects of their own fate. building their life with their own skills and abilities. It's like they're on a solo voyage in the vast ocean of life. They don't need a crew to sail their ship. They're the captain, the navigator, and the sailor all in one. They're comfortable charting their own course, relying on their own compass rather than following the maps drawn by others. In the wilderness of life, they're the lone wolves, not because they're outcasts, but because they choose to be. They're not dependent on the pack for survival. They hunt their own prey, seek their own shelter, and navigate their own path. They're not just surviving, they're thriving in their solitude. They're like bonsai trees, growing in the toughest of conditions, yet standing tall and firm, a testament to their resilience and strength. Their roots run deep, drawing nourishment from their own inner resources. They bloom in their own time, in their own way, unfettered by the expectations or judgments of others. Their self-sufficiency isn't about shunning society or rejecting help. It's about the joy of being able to stand on their own 2 feet, the satisfaction of solving their own problems, and the pride of carving their own path. For Sigma males, self-sufficiency isn't just a trait, it's a lifestyle. Sigma males are not ones to follow the crowd. They are the epitome of non-conformity. You see, the Sigma male is a natural-born rebel. He's the guy who doesn't just march to a different drummer. He makes his own music. He's not one for rules or regulations, societal norms or expectations. Oh no, Sigma males dance to their own tune and they do it unapologetically. Now don't get the wrong idea. This doesn't mean they are anarchists or social outcasts. The Sigma male simply chooses not to be limited by the constraints of societal norms. They believe that everybody has the right to live life in their own unique way, and they exercise this belief with gusto. They don't feel the need to fit into the traditional boxes society has laid out for us. Instead, they carve out their own space, unbothered by what others may think or say. In the workplace, Sigma males are often the innovative thinkers. They're not afraid to challenge the status quo and propose new ideas, no matter how outlandish they may seem. They're the ones who question, who probe, who refuse to accept that's just how we do things as a viable answer. In relationships, they're the ones who don't feel the need to follow traditional dating rules. They'll be unconventional in their approach, choosing authenticity over pretense, creating their own definition of what a relationship should look like. And in their personal lives, they're the ones who are not afraid to explore the road less traveled. They're the ones who'll take the solo trip, who'll spend time in solitude, who'll invest in self-growth rather than seeking validation from others. But remember, Sigma males are not rebels without a cause. They simply believe in the power of individuality, in the importance of being true to oneself, in the freedom that comes with not being bound by societal expectations. So if you find yourself questioning norms, challenging the status quo, if you find comfort in your solitude and love the freedom that comes with it, then perhaps, just perhaps, there's a bit of Sigma in you. In a world of followers, Sigma males choose to walk their own path. Ever met someone whose silence speaks volumes? That's a Sigma male for you. Just like a captivating novel that keeps you up all night, the Sigma male is a character of mystery and intrigue. Their reserved demeanor and tendency to keep to themselves often leaves others curious and intrigued. They're the kind of individuals who prefer to operate behind the scenes, yet their presence is felt, even in their absence. Imagine walking into a room full of people. You can't help but notice the one person who's not trying to be noticed. They're not the life of the party, nor are they wallflowers. They're just there, comfortable in their solitude, indifferent to the surrounding chatter. That's a Sigma male, a study in contrast, an enigma wrapped in a riddle. Sigma males don't conform to societal norms. They blaze their own trail, often keeping their intentions and plans to themselves. They're not secretive out of malice or deceit. It's just their nature. They're like a jigsaw puzzle with missing pieces. You can see the overall picture, but the details remain elusive. Their mysterious nature is not a facade or a carefully constructed persona. It's just who they are. They prefer their own company. They're self-reliant, and they're perfectly content with that. They don't crave validation or approval. Their self-worth is not tethered to the opinions of others. But don't mistake their silence for indifference. Sigma males are deep thinkers, often lost in their own world of thoughts and ideas. They're introspective, reflecting on life's mysteries and their place in the universe. Their minds are a labyrinth of thoughts, ideas, and possibilities, making them fascinating individuals. Their intriguing nature often draws others to them, despite their aloofness. They're like a magnet, attracting people who are curious to know what lies beneath the surface. But getting to know a Sigma male is not an easy task. They reveal themselves in bits and pieces, maintaining their veil of mystery. So, the next time you come across someone who exudes an air of mystery and intrigue, remember you might just have encountered a Sigma male. They're not your everyday Joe. They're the quiet storm, the silent force, the enigma. Sigma males are a mystery waiting to be unraveled. The life of the party? Not quite. Sigma males are the quiet observers in the corner. As we journey further into the enigmatic world of Sigma males, we encounter trait number 5, introversion. Now, don't mistake introversion for shyness. Shyness is a fear of social interaction, while introversion is simply a preference for the less stimulating. Sigma males are introverted in the sense that they gain energy from their inner world of thoughts, feelings, and ideas. And they tend to find excessive social interactions draining. They're often the ones content to sit back and observe in a social setting, rather than diving headfirst into the fray. Sigma males are like the human equivalent of a deep, quiet lake. On the surface, they may appear calm and still, but beneath that placid exterior, there's a depth of thought and emotion that can be truly astounding. They're often deeply reflective and insightful, with a rich inner world that they seldom share with others. This introverted nature doesn't mean they're antisocial. On the contrary, Sigma males can be quite charming and engaging when they choose to be. It's just that they prefer quality over quantity in their social interactions. They'd much rather have a deep, meaningful conversation with a close friend than make small talk with a room full of strangers. Sigma males are often seen as loners, but it's not because they dislike people. It's simply that they enjoy their own company. They like the quiet, the peace, the opportunity to think and reflect without interruption. They're comfortable in their own skin, and they don't need the constant chatter and buzz of social interaction to feel fulfilled or content. In a world that often values the loud and the gregarious, the Sigma male's introverted nature can be misunderstood or undervalued. But in truth, it's one of their greatest strengths. It allows them to observe, to think, to understand on a deeper level than most. And so, we arrive at the conclusion of trait 5. Sigma males are introverts. They're not the life of the party, but they're the ones who'll notice the small details that others miss. They're the quiet observers in the corner, the thinkers, the philosophers. Sigma males find comfort in their own company. Sigma males may prefer their own company, but that doesn't mean they can't fit in when needed. Now let's delve into the 6th trait of Sigma males, their remarkable adaptability. This trait is a bit of a paradox, considering the Sigma's reputation as a lone wolf. But here's the thing about Sigma males. They are like water flowing in a stream. They can carve their own path, but they can also mold themselves to the shape of the riverbed when necessary. Their adaptability stems from their keen observational skills and deep understanding of human nature. They might not be the life of the party, but they understand the ebb and flow of social dynamics better than most. This allows them to adjust their behavior according to the situation, navigating social settings with a natural ease that might surprise those who know them as introverts. Think about it this way. A Sigma male in a bustling city crowd is like a leopard in the jungle. The leopard would rather stay hidden, watching the world from the shadows. But when it needs to hunt, it can move with the stealth and agility of a predator, blending into the environment so seamlessly that you wouldn't notice it until it's right in front of you. While Sigma males prefer solitude, they aren't hermits. They understand that to survive and thrive in this world, they need to interact with others, and they are more than capable of doing so. They can be charming and engaging when they want to be, and they can hold their own in any conversation. But here's the catch. Sigma males adapt, but they don't conform. They can play the social game, but they don't let it change who they are. They are like chameleons, changing their appearance to fit into different environments. But underneath the changing colors, they remain true to themselves. So if you find a Sigma male in your midst, don't be surprised if they seem to fit in effortlessly. They can wear many masks, becoming who they need to be in any given moment. But remember, this is not them losing their identity, but simply them exhibiting their adaptability. Like a chameleon, Sigma males know how to blend in when necessary. Sigma males are not just independent and adaptable, they are also highly intelligent. This high intelligence is not just about acing tests or solving complex mathematical problems. It's a different kind of smartness that is interwoven into the very fabric of their being. To better understand this, let's delve into the way Sigma males use their intelligence. They are critical thinkers, always analyzing situations from every angle before making a decision. This is the reason why they often seem detached or aloof. It's not indifference, but rather a manifestation of their analytical minds at work. You see, they are not impulsive. Instead, they prefer to take their time, weighing the pros and cons before taking any action. Furthermore, Sigma males are known for their knack for problem solving. They have a unique ability to see patterns and connections that others might miss. This trait often makes them the go-to person when a situation needs a fresh perspective or a creative solution. They can think outside the box, and their ideas often lead to innovative solutions. Another area where the intelligence of Sigma males shines is their ability to learn and adapt. They are lifelong learners, constantly gathering knowledge and using it to better themselves and their situations. They are not afraid of change. In fact, they thrive in it. They use their intelligence to navigate through the complexities of life, always ready to face new challenges head-on. Their intelligence also manifests in their communication skills. Sigma males are excellent listeners, and this ability to listen and understand is a mark of their emotional intelligence. They may not be the most talkative, but when they do speak, their words are well thought out and often provide deep insights. Sigma males are not your stereotypical geniuses, locked away in a lab, engrossed in their research. They are the thinkers, the problem solvers, the innovators, and the silent observers. Their intelligence is not always obvious, but it's always there, subtly influencing their actions and decisions. So the next time you come across a quiet, independent individual who seems to march to the beat of their own drum, remember, they could be a Sigma male. Sigma males are the silent geniuses among us. Sigma males don't need validation from others. They are self-contained. Now let's dive into the 8th trait of Sigma males, their self-contained nature. This trait is a cornerstone of Sigma masculinity, setting them apart from others in the social hierarchy. They are men who are entirely comfortable in their own skin and their own company. They don't need the crowd to feel complete. They are whole within themselves. Sigma males are not unlike an island, self-sustaining and independent. They find satisfaction within themselves, and they do not seek or need external validation. They don't need to be the life of the party or the center of attention to feel fulfilled. No, they find fulfillment within their own thoughts, their own actions, and their own achievements. This doesn't mean they don't enjoy companionship or social interaction. Quite the contrary. Sigma males can engage and connect with others on a deep level when they choose to. But they don't rely on these interactions for their sense of self-worth or happiness. They don't need constant reassurance or affirmation from others. They are self-assured, confident in their own abilities and value. This self-contained nature also means they are less affected by the opinions and judgments of others. They are not swayed by societal pressures or expectations. They live by their own rules, their own standards, and they measure their success by their own yardstick. They don't compare themselves to others. They don't compete in the traditional sense. Instead, they compete with themselves, always striving to be the best version of themselves. They are their own harshest critic and their own biggest supporter. This trait is perhaps one of the most admirable and intriguing aspects of Sigma males. It's what allows them to navigate life with such calm, such poise, such quiet confidence. It's what makes them enigmatic, appealing, and ultimately irresistible. So the next time you come across a man who seems to march to the beat of his own drum, who doesn't seek the spotlight but commands respect and attention nonetheless, remember, he might just be a Sigma male. For Sigma males, the only approval they need is their own. So, who is the Sigma male really? let's take a quick journey back through our exploration of the 8 distinct traits we've uncovered. Firstly, we met the Sigma as the lone wolf, existing outside of the traditional social hierarchy, not out of exclusion, but by choice. This solitary nature, however, doesn't equate to weakness, but rather a testament to their self-sufficiency. The Sigma male, as we've seen, can stand alone, not needing the approval or support of others to validate their existence or actions. This brings us to the third trait, the spirit of non-conformity. The Sigma male doesn't just follow the crowd. He doesn't bend to societal expectations or norms. Instead, he carves his own path, unapologetically and confidently. Then we delved into the allure of mystery and intrigue that shrouds the Sigma male. His silence isn't empty, but filled with thoughts and ideas that only a few privileged individuals get to hear. This leads us to the fifth trait, introversion, which isn't a barrier but a shield that protects the Sigma's energy and space. Speaking of protection, the Sigma male's adaptability serves as a helmet in a world that's constantly changing. He's not rigid but flexible, adjusting to situations with ease and grace. This adaptability is powered by a high level of intelligence, not just book smarts, but emotional and situational awareness too. Finally, we talked about how the Sigma male is self-contained. He's a complete entity in himself, not needing external validation to feel accomplished or content. These 8 traits, when woven together, paint the portrait of the Sigma male. He's not your everyday guy, but that's exactly what makes him so fascinating. The Sigma male isn't defined by societal norms or expectations, but by his own standards. He's a lone wolf, self-sufficient, non-conformist, intriguing, introverted, adaptable, intelligent, and self-contained. In a world full of alphas and betas, the Sigma male stands out as the enigmatic lone wolf, marching to the beat of his own drum.